the WhatsApp, Kripadamataji, people to join.
Yes, Prabhu. Sorry, I didn't get what you said.
Post it in WhatsApp to join to people to WhatsApp in the
To others. Okay, okay.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari.
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
Jaya Gopijanna Vallabha Girivaradhari.
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरवरधारी
Jaya Sudanandana Brajajanna Ranjana.
Yasodanandana Brajadana Ranjana
रंजन
Jamunatira Vanachari.
यमुना तीरा वनचारी
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol.
हरि हरि बोल हरे
Okay, Prabhuji. So let's chant Mangalacharan. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chaksurunmilitam Yenai Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaham Sri Chaitanya Manohistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Tapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहितम कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगन ललिता श्री विशाखानितम च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपिका गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते
नमस्ते
तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी
वृषभानुसुते
वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
पतितानां
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
श्री कृष्ण भगवान की
जय जय श्री
श्रील प्रभुपाद जय।
राधे। Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. So yes, Narendra Prabhuji, now you can share your screen. Begin.
Sure, it's a send request, Prabhuji.
Okay, allowed.
And so do you able to see my screen, Prabhuji?
Not yet. Yeah, it's coming now. Okay, make it full screen and then.
On this one, Prabhuji, slideshow notes. How we can make Prabhuji full screen?
We are in third canto. We also know how to make full screen.
Reading slideshow.
Click the button in the bottom. No, not go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Click that. Yeah.
We'll go this one. Uh, so thank you for not joining in today's next class. Today we are now doing in the Canto 3 chapter or 21. There's a conversation between Manu and Kardama. So he'll chant this one. Narayanam namaskrutya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udire. Before reciting this is Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of consciousness, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Nar Narayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Nar Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. So, in this next chapter, we are not going through the introduction, except from the chapter, understanding important slokas, summary and then analogies, and application and conclusions. So, we'll do this one is there is a chapter from the previous chapter, which is given by Maninder Prabhu. He has explained very nicely, which is the chapter title is Conversation between the Maitreya and Vidura. And he describes how Vidura, after visiting holy places, meets the Maitreya Muni, and who narrates the process of creation. Specifically, the chapter details how Brahma, after being instructed by the Lord and cast off his initial body, creates various beings, including Manus, Kinnaras, Kimpurshas, and snakes. And it's also highlighted the importance of pure mind in proclamation, emphasizing that the child's mentality is influenced by the parent's mental state during the conception. So in this chapter, there are 56 slokas, and it has divided into this. Viduras inquires about Manu's dynasty 1 to 5, text 1 to 5, and Kadam gets the Lord's darshan, which is 6 to 12, and Kadamba's players to Lord 13 to 22.
So it is not Kadamba, it's
It's
Kardama.
Kardama, Prabhuji. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
mistake. Lord not speaks about the Kardama, and the Lord not left the Manu who arrived with Devuti, which is in his text 33 to 37. Description of Bindu Sarovar, which is in 38 to 44. And Kardama received Manu and glorified the king, which is 45 to 56. So, the Vidura inquires about the dynasty of Swayambhu Manu. Vidura asks Swayambhu submissively to Maitreya Muni, please describe about the glorious of dynasty of Swayambhu Manu, whose progeny multiplied through procreation in verses. Important word not uses in connection is Paramaha Sammataha, which indicates that the progeny created by Sambhu Manu and his sons was approved by great net authorities. So here not this in this verse also it has the Vidura is asking submissively that through the Maitreya Muni, how the Swayambhu Manu and his dynasty is created. And then he has asked, how did Priyavarth and Uttampada protect the earth with 7 continents? And please describe about Manu's famous daughter, Devahuti, who got married to Kardama Muni, how many offsprings did need that great begot not through her? And how did Ruchi and Daksha generate net children after marrying the other two daughters of Swayambhu Manu, Akuti and Prasuti? So, can anybody here read this one? Kardama please needs the Lord and gets net darshans.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Once again. Commanded by Brahma to produce progeny, Kardam performed austerity under 10,000 years. Kardam, by worship through devotion service in trance, propitiated the Lord, the giver of benedictions, to the surrenders, to the surrenders. Prapanna Vara Dhasu Sam. The Lord became pleased and showed his form, which can be understood only through the Vedas and devotional service. Kardama saw the Lord effulgent like sun, garlanded with lotuses and water likes in yellow silk, and lotus face surrounded by the dark locks of hair. Somebody want to read? Shall I continue?
You continue, Prabhuji. We'll go
Okay.
by one slide.
Yes. Adorned with a crown and earrings, he held his characteristics conch, disc, and mace in three of his hands, and a white lily in the fourth. He glanced about in a happy, smiling mood, whose sight captivates the hearts of all devotees. A golden streak on his chest, the famous Kaustubh gem, suspended from his neck. He stood in the air with his lotus feet placed on the shoulders of Garuda. When Kardamani actually realized the Supreme Personality of Godhead in person, he was greatly satisfied because his transcendental desire was fulfilled. He fell on the ground with his head bowed to offer obeisances under the lotus feet of the Lord. His heart naturally full of love of God, with folded hands, he satisfied the Lord with prayers.
Yes. So in this verses, it has mentioned that Kardama Muni he has performed austerity and penance up to the 10,000 years. When Brahma his order to produce the progeny, and so Kardama Muni he went and for the austerities. So also it has mentioned the successful performing of such yoga requires lifespan, a long lifespan, and which is not available in this Kali Yuga. So in this Kali Yuga, it has given on the uh, how we can and through realize the law self-realization we can do. Prabhupada is saying through the only there is only one way we can and realize ourselves in Kali Yuga, offering chanting the holy name and the holy name of the Lord. That is the only way we can and self-realize is ourselves. And it also mention about the current and meditations yoga they are not it has given, so that has given only for the bodily level, not to the throne level. So it is which is misleading in the Kali Yuga. And it also gives us the information about the detailed information about how the Lord not is remembered not through the personality of Godhead, the about not hear about not the activities and the chant his holy name. That's the only way we can remember not the Lord. And Kardama Muni, he is worship him through the trance, which is his supreme personality, who is described him as swiftly blower of the blessing him, but those knows to refuse him, means to those who take the shelter to him. In it, effectiveness of the um, mind has given. um, So it has given about note the beautiful characteristics of the Lord, and how it has given the he is hold his conch, disc, mace, and three in the three of his hand, and white lily in the fourth north hand. He glanced about note the happy smiling mood, whose no slight need captivities needs the heart of all devotees, who attracts next the all devotee. That's the Lord, not supreme personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. And it also gives us the Lord appearance, how who dealing his needs, adornments, and the atoms held in his hands. It's also mentioned on the captivities needs of the this one. When the Kardam Muni he has is fully satisfied, he has self-realized needs for fully and the personality of Godhead in person. He has seen him the Lord through whom his austerity. So when he saw the Lord not, he fully he desired his fulfilled and faith fall on the ground, and that means he has offered the obeisances to the lotus feet of the Lord. His heart naturally full of love of God, and the folded hands he satisfied the Lord. So we'll go to next screen. This is also the Kardam Muni he prayers to the Supreme Lord. In this sense, verses is Kardam Muni after not he has seen him the Lord, and then he started with the prayers, very beautiful prayers. It has mentioned here. Anybody can read this one?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
The sage said, O worshipable Lord. Should I read the whole slide, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
The sage said, O worshipable Lord, now we have attained the complete success of having you, the reservoir of all goodness, before our eyes. It is a sight that is aspired even by yogis who attained the perfection of yoga after gradually elevating through many births. Your, O Lord, you even fulfill the desires of those who, for the purpose of obtaining the trivial pleasures of life that one also finds in hell, have lost their intelligence because of your deluding energy. But to worship, but do worship your lotus feet that are the boat for crossing over the ocean of mundane existence. Though I criticize such people, desiring to marry a girl of a likewise disposition, who in one's marriage is as a cow of plenty, I also with doubtful, lusty intentions approach to you, the root and source of everything and desired tree that fulfills all wishes. A question may be raised, since Kardam Muni was advanced in spiritual life, why then did he not ask the Lord for liberation? Why did he want to enjoy material life in spite of it personally seeing and experiencing the Supreme Lord? The answer is that not everyone is competent to be liberated from material bondage. It is everyone's duty, therefore, to enjoy according to his present position, but under the direction of the Lord or the Vedas. After describing the necessity of married life, Kardam Muni asserts that marriage and other social affairs are stereotyped regulations for persons who are addicted to material sense enjoyment. The principles of animal life, eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, are necessities of the body, but those who engage in transcendental Krishna consciousness, giving up all the stereotyped activities of this material world, are freed from social conventions. 17 purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. So in this next version, it has mentioned that the Lord, when and Lord not how the Kardama Muni is praying him to the Lord. So it required not the lifespan, and as we know how this one, the Kardama Muni, we have seen that one Kardama Muni has spread long time in 10,000 years. So then in the after not approaching him this one, how the Lord not he has fulfilled his eye. So completely success of having you reservoir of all godness. So he has mentioned here the Lord not is everything, and completely he desire, and you are on the Lord not fulfill the desires. So is those who has given up of the trying him to find the happiness in the material world, are qualified need to inquire not about the absolute truth. So this is the it has given here, and the path of liberation, and even though it we are understanding that the enjoyment of in the material health world is the sense gratification level only. The Vedanta Sutra, this one, the Brahman realization and devotional services, obtaining the real knowledge is theoretically, which is through this one, becoming one with the Supreme. Actual service to the Brahman is the Krishna consciousness. So it has given here not the even the Kardama Muni was criticizing him the people, because he was saying that one the people as mentioned here not about the lusty, and he himself is deciding a marry of the girl, which is the manages as a cow of plenty, and so he also doubtful about this one. So you are the root and the source of everything, and desire a tree. So like as the desire tree fulfill all the wishes. Yes. So now next one it has asked us in the 16 purport, or that one. The since in the Kardama Muni is so advanced, and he has done 10,000 years of the austerity, but still he asks us the Supreme Lord, not the liberation, but the material life only, in spite of his personality, seeing and expressing the Supreme Lord. Even he has seen the Lord. It's very rare not to see the Lord, and through his Lord not mercy, then only we can see the Lord. The answer is that everyone is competent and liberated from material bondage, and it's everyone's duty therefore to enjoy according to the present position, but under the direction of Lord. It's very important. We should not lead our life through the under the direction of Lord, whatever the instruction as mentioned by the Lord and our not supreme spiritual master. If we lead our present life in that direction, we will surely attain and the supreme Lord. So, next slide. Anybody can read this one, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I can read.
Hare Krishna. Mata.
Maitri said, time does not affect the devotees, although it cuts short the lifespan of entire creation. This time has Brahman as the axle 13 months, 12 months plus Adhik Mas. As it spoke, 360 days and night as the joints, succession as the rim, and the innumerable leaves, which are the moments. You, O Supreme Lord, as the one self without a second one, are desirous to bring about to yourself, controlling by all, deluding Yogamaya potency. The universes that you, by dint of your own prowess, create, maintain, and again wind up like a spider does. This material world, with its gross and subtle elements that you manifest for us, O Lord, is not just there because you wish it to be an experience for us. When we, through your causeless mercy, may perceive your supreme person splendid with the tulsi of devotion, it is there also to show your mercy for the sake of our ultimate good, the beatitude. In order to motivate us by perceiving you to force it, fruitive, profit-minded activities, you with your energies brought about the material worlds. I continuously offer my obeisances to the worshipable lotus feet that shower all benedictions on us, small souls. The sage Maitri said, thus sincerely having been praised, Lord Vishnu replied, Kardama Muni, with words sweet as nectar, while he, radiating affection, was standing on the shoulder of the Garuda and smilingly looked at him with his expressive eyebrows. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you, Mataji. So here now the Kardama Muni has explained about the time him and time will of the timing him is affect. So it will not affect to the devotees because devotees is always see busy with this one the how to serve always thinking about how can I serve not to the Lord and how can I please to the Lord. That's why it will not affect the time and time of this one. In even Bhagavad Gita also it has mentioned there are two ways we can go depart from this universe. One is through the darkness, those who will go for the in the darkness, and one who will go in the Lord. Light need means the daytime, and one who goes is the night time. But not devotees needs they will not affect this one because they are not completely absorbed not in serving him to Lord, and they always think about how we can and search not how can we can please to the Lord. This time as Brahman is excelled through 13 months. As we know how that one on this one, 12 month is our this one, and one is the Adhik Mas, which is 360 days and nights as joint in 6 session as the rim and innumerable levels. So then it has given the Lord not is a creator and maintainer and destroyer. The Lord not as the universe not set uses his own potency to create it and maintain and dissolve the universe similar or how the spider waves this one is came. And mercy and the presentation of the supreme him this one. The material world is not a direct desire not for the Lord, but not the existence for us to pursue him through who he is. His causeless mercy as the Supreme Lord. Because this is material world is he has created for us those who are not forgive him, those who forgot him. And for us, he Supreme Lord is always thinking about us, how who this is condition soul come back to me, and that's why the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who has given us the very easy solution and to go back to the Lord, that chant and the holy name him this one. So ultimately he is the yeah. So ultimately, your causeless mercy may pursue your supreme person, splending with me the Tulsi of the devotion. And he has given on how on the Tulsi Maharani is devoting him to the Lord. And if there is to show your mercy to seek your ultimate net good benefit. And that's why it has given in order to motivate us by pursuing you who the forsake, fruit you who profit minded activities, you who energies is brought not about not the material world, and continuously offer not my obeisances, worshipable lotus feet, and that shower not all benediction, all this one. So detachment of the fruitive activities which is the one and give up to the attachment and to the fruitive activities. And then only it will help how we can detach as this material world and our fruitive activity is once we spend more time in the devotional service, automatically it will help detach us the material activities and it will attach us to the spiritual activities. Next slide will go. Oops. Yeah. So after this one, Kardama Muni has prayed to the Lord, and then Lord not has as now Lord will he spoke to the Kardama Muni from 23 to 32. Oh, anybody can read this one?
Yeah, I can read.
Yes, ma'am.
The Supreme Lord said, knowing the desire of your state of mind, I've arranged that for which you have worshipped me. The desire of people like you who fix their mind fully on me and serve me in devotion are never frustrated. The son of Brahma, the emperor Swayambhuva Manu, whose righteous actions are well known, lives in Brahmavarta, the world as part of Brahma's lotus, where he rules over the earth with its 7 oceans. The day after tomorrow, he will come here with his queen, Satarupa, to see you. He's searching for a husband for his grown-up daughter, Devahuti, with black eyes and a character full of good qualities. He will give you her hand in marriage, O master, for you are a suitable candidate. She's the one your heart longed for all these years. She's your princess, O Brahmin, and will soon serve you to your desire. She will, from the seed you sow in her, give birth to some 9 daughters, and by those daughters, the sages will beget all their children. When you have carried out my command properly and are completely purified by giving up the fruits of action for my sake, you will finally attain me. With showing compassion and offering safety to all souls, you will be self-realized and perceive yourself and the universe as residing in me, as also me residing in you. By your semen, I will appear as my own plenary portion, Kapila Dev, O great sage, and instruct your wife Devahuti in the doctrine of the ultimate reality, Tattva Samhita. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. The one sense in these verses is the Lord not is speaking him to the Kardama Muni. So after not his lot of austerities and prayers, Lord is pleased. So he has given him that one I have arranged in that for you which have worshipped me. So Lord not Kardama Muni is desired not give us the marry the young the marry a girl, so that desire not will he'll be fixed by this one. The supreme personality of knows the desires of sincere not devotees, and always works not to fulfill them in a way that had benefit need their not devotional service. And devotees is whether or they motivated and material desires by pure not love, or not never not frustrated and in their not service to the Lord. Those who engage in his service is called sakama and akama. And those who approach the supreme personality of Godhead with the desire of material enjoyment are called sakama. Sakama is called those who are not materially desired, or this one. The desire for material enjoyment is called sakama. And those devotees who have no material desire for sense gratification, but not serve nor the Supreme Lord out of spontaneous love for him, are called akama. The four known classes of sakama devotees, which we have seen in the Bhagavad Gita, this one, Lord himself is saying that one. Four types of people they will come to me. One is distressed, needy people, inquisitive, and wise. All they will receive, they will have their desires. Lord will fulfill this one, all our not desires, even though materially or not spiritually. But not we he should be very wise, and we should have the human birth not is having in the intelligence. So that is the making the difference between animal life and the uh, uh, human life. So human life is having the intelligence, and through intelligence we can ask us the spiritual desires only we can do. And here it has given on about the Swayambhu Manu. He was the empire of the righteousness of the whole world, lives in Brahma Varta, is the part of Brahma's lotus, and he rules also over the world, all under not his knees. His knees, the Swayambhu Manu is there. Right now, currently, it is going on the Vivaswan Manu. We are in the Vivaswan Manu, which is the I believe it is the 28th Manu of this one. So Lord Nod is also saying that one. He has given to the Kardama Muni that day after tomorrow means future not he Lord is giving. A Lord not is knows our desires, what we are not desiring, what we are not, what we can and ask us to the Lord. He knows everything. And so he has seen that one. He is saying to this one, day after tomorrow, or the Swayambhu Manu he'll come along with his wife Shatrupa, and our daughter also it will come. All three of will come, and they will he'll ask us this one. He has given the explanation of the daughter also, how she looks that one with the black eyes and the character character full of good note qualities. He'll give you her hand in marriage, master. And then in the it has mentioned that one season is the one your heart not locked for your all these years, and sees your not princess, O Brahman, and will serve not to the this one. So in the other thing it has given the system of arranged marriage in Vedic culture, or is the parents ones only. In the previousness time also we have seen that one, like as 40-50 years also, the parent will he'll decide it at the son-in-law, this one, for not the daughter not the marriage. Everything is taken the decision by the parents only. right now, currently it has changed, but not previously it was not there. And that's why it is gone on for the Vedic literature. Parents understand him their daughter's qualities needs and seeking him the suitable match would arrange in marriage needs rather not than having leaving him the choice needs to the daughter who might need be swept by the temporary desires. And also it has giving the supreme lord not fulfillment of desire. Kardamuni he desired not a wife, and the lord not provided not had him with the wife behind his expectation. So that's only it has given uh, it is mentioned that one witness showing him the compassion and offering him safety to all souls. You will he'll be self-realized and pursue yourself, universals in residing in me, and also whom me residing in you. And Lord is also given him the prediction that once you marry with the Dehuti, the Lord not himself will come as the my own planetary portion and Kapila Deva, oh great sage, and the instruct your wife means Dehuti to doctrining the ultimate net reality, which is the Tattva Samhita. So here now Lord is given the prediction, future prediction also to the Kardam Muni. So next one is the Lord not left, and as soon as the Lord has given the instruction to the Kardam Muni and information that Swambhu Manu will come with his wife and daughter, and now Lord left and Swambhu Manu is arrived. Here 33 to 37. Anybody can read this one?
Yes, Prabhu. 1 second. Screen froze. 33 to 37. Okay. The Lord left and Sambhu Manu arrived. Maitreya went on. Thus, having spoken to Kardamuni, the Lord who reveals himself only when the senses are in Krishna consciousness, Pratyagya Akshaja, departed from that lake called Bindu Sarovar, which was encircled by the river Saraswati. The conditioned soul cannot understand the devotional service of the Lord. Kardamuni was a liberated soul and who saw the Supreme Lord in person, face to face. There was no doubt that he was liberated, and thus he could see Garuda carrying the Lord on the way to Vaikuntha and hear the flapping of his wings, vibrating the sound of Hare Krishna, the essence of the Samaveda, 34 purport. After his departure, Kardam, the greatly powerful sage, stayed on the bank of Lake Bindu, awaiting the time of which the Lord had spoken. 35 text. Swambhu Manu, with his wife, mounted his chariot, which was decorated with golden ornaments, placing his daughter on it with them. He began traveling all over the earth. And O Vidura, they reached the hermitage of the sage, who had just completed his vows of austerity on the very day foretold by the Lord. 36 to 37 text.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So here now the Maitreya Muni is explaining him that one thus the having the Vidura that is one the Lord has spoken unto Kardam Muni who reveals himself only when in the senses are in Krishna consciousness, which is the Pratyag Akshaja, departed from the lake called. So here now it has given they met with the Bindu Sarovara, which is at the river Saraswati. See here the understanding of the Lord not from him, the name him, qualities which are not transcendental, cannot not be grasped as by material speculations. And so Only those who are liberated in materially bondage can truly engage in devotional service. Yes. So like as the Kardamuni has truly engaged in the devotional service. Understanding his transcendental nature. The reinforcements of that idea of Krishna consciousness is not for the conditioned soul, but for those who knows the path of liberation. The Siddhas are not Brahma Bhutas. The example of Kardam Muni seeing him, the Lord not face to face confirms the principle of liberation preceding him through this one. So which is the essence of Samaveda it has given here. And after not his departure, Lord not has left this one. So Kardam Muni he stayed there in the bank of Bindu, which is the Saraswati river, or awaiting him the time him which the Lord has spoken. Lord has spoken him this one in the previous slide. We have seen that one. And after day after tomorrow, mm, the Kardamuni will the Swayambhu Manu will come with his wife and his daughter, and they will he'll offer nor your nor their daughters not to you. It has mentioned in the previous verses we have seen that one. And so now he the awaiting for this one, because now Lord has given him the future non incidents to him, so he is awaiting for that one. So and we should also await, because Lord not is saying that one, and in Bhagavad Gita has given on that one, and in every places his sloka it has given, you can come back to me, just worship me, devoted in this on me, pay obeisances to me, you will come back to me. So we should not have this one, the great faith in this one. So now Swayambhu Manu with his wife. So it has given this is here that Swayambhu Manu who with his wife and mounted his chariot and decorated with the golden ornaments, placing his daughter on with him, and began and traveling him to the earth. Before nor coming him to the Kardam Muni's place, they was not traveling in over all over not the world, and which this is mentioned by the Maitreya Muni to Vidura. This narration is going in between him with Maitreya Muni and Viduras. They are reached finally they reached to the hermitage of the sage, as who had just completed the vows of this one. So this is the Swayambhu Manu who arrived at the Kardama Muni's hermitage, and in the professness time as the Lord has given.
So you have 5 minutes, Prabhuji, just to giving the timing. So just try it out.
Yeah. So now he'll go to the next one is Bindu Sarora. So here not Kardamuni he is describing about not the Bindu Sarora. How the Bindu Sarora has created the underwear and the austerities gain and the causeless mercy of the Lord. When the Lord arrived, note he was so compassionate in the pleasure of the pleasure, he shed his eyes, which became the Bindu Sarora. Therefore, now it is his worship with the great sage and learned scholar, because according him to philosophy of the absolute truth, the Lord not and the tears from his eyes are not different. So this is Bindu Sarara is the tears from the Lord only. So now it has given the complete these 38 to 44 verses. It has given the beautiful descriptions about the Bindu Sarora. There were not how the trees are not located net, as the fruits do not bear nice fruit, flowers are considered impious birds, and birds which are very nasty such as crows are considered the impious. There were not also masses of deer, nor boars, nor porcupines, is gavars, wild cows, elephant, bones and lions, monkeys, mongooses, and musk deer. So it has given the fully beautiful description about not the Bindu Sarovara. So the Kardama lastly it has given Kardama received not the Manu and glorifies the king. And the drunkard not or the smoker or not sex manager can never not be eligible not to practice yoga. Generally, yogis is like yoga like very slinky because of their not being comfortably situated. And but not Kardamuni was not emaciated, for he had seen him the supreme personality of face to face. As in here not the word not snigdha Valoknath means that he was fortunate enough to just see the Supreme Lord face to face. He looked healthy because he had directly received the nectarian sound vibration from the lotus leaves of the personality of Godhead. So after receiving sage's attention, the king sat down and was silent. In recalling him the instruction of the Lord, not Kardama Muni then spoke to the king as also delighting him with the swept incense. So here not the since in the sage of Kardama Muni was not the Brahmana and Swayambhu Manu was not Kshatriya, the sage was not supposed not to offer obeisances to the king because socially his position was greater, as we know this one. But not the he offered the Kardam Muni he is offered not the obeisances to the this one where he was as the representative of the Supreme Lord because the Manu king and the emperor in spite of all his I ask you, O valiant king, the purpose for which you have come here, whatever it may be, we shall carry it out without reservation. And the next one will go to this one. So we have the important slokas. I'll go this one. Vidurha vacha स्वयंभुवच मनोर वंशः परमः सम्मतः कथ्यतं भगवान् यत्र मैथुनेर्धिरेर्प्रजः. Vidura said, the line of Swayambhu Manu was most esteemed. O worshipful sage, I have begging to you, give me an account of his race, whose progeny multiplied through sexual intercourse. Then Kiritamham Kundalilam Shankha Gadaadharam Svetoho Palaha Kindakam Manaha Sparshan Smiteshanam. Adorned with the crown and earrings, he had his characteristic conch and discs and mains in three of his hands. And while he lily in the four, he glances about not in a happy, swelling mood, whose slightness captivates the health of the devotee, hearts of the devotees. Anybody here can read this one?
Yeah, I can read probably.
Yeah.
Vinyastu charanam भोजम सदेशे गरुत्मतः दृष्ट्वा खेवस्थितं वक्षा श्रियं कौस्तुभकन्धरम्. A golden streak on his chest, the famous Kaustubh gem suspended from his neck. He stood in the air with his lotus feet placed on the shoulders of Garuna. Lokansh loka no nogatan pashumscha hitva shrishritaste charnatipatram parasparam tvad gunavas sidhu piyush niryapit deh dharma. However, persons who have given up stereotyped worldly affairs and the beastly followers of these affairs and who have taken shelter of the umbrella of your lotus feet by drinking the intoxicating nectar of your qualities and activities in discussions with one another can be freed from the primary necessities of the material body. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So now summaries is this one. The material describe how Kardama Muni performed severe austerities on the banks of the Saraswati River for 10,000 years, following instruction of the Lord Brahma to beget children and for not the world. So 31 on to say 6 to 12, and it has given Lord praised by the Kardama Muni's devotion. Lord not Vishnu appeared not before Kardama Muni, displaying his transcendental form, describe his as effulgent and clad in his spotless yellow silk. So it has given on the descriptions about not the Lord, adorned with the garland, white lotuses, Kastumba gem and Kardama Muni filled with love and devotional service, offered prayers to the Lord. And 13 to 32, Kardama Muni expressed his desire for suitable wife. Lord Vishnu assured not him that Swayambhu Manu would soon arrive with his daughter Dehuti for marriage, who would bear Kardama 9 daughters. Lord Vishnu also promised as appeared as Kardama and Dehoti's son, and instruct Dehoti in the science of self-realization, which is the Kapila Muni. Following the Lord instruction, Kardama awaited Manu's arrival. Manu with his wife and daughter Dehoti arrived at Kardama Muni's hermitage in the magnificent chariot and offered respectful greeting him to the sage. Manu inquired about not the purpose of Kardama Muni's penance and acknowledged his role in upholding him the righteousness and protecting the social and spiritual order, varna and ashramas in society. So analogies is this one, it has given in the 3.21 to 17. The ranging forest fire material existence can only be extinguished by the constant downpour of water from the cloud. This cloud is compared now to the mercy of the spiritual master who bringing the mercy of the personality of Godhead, which is we are not doing in our Mangalatna Arti, Sansara Daha Nadalila Loka, same way this one. The 3.21.19, the spider nar is an individual living entity, and by its energy it creates the cobweb and places on it. And whenever it likes it winds up and up of the cobweb, thus ending the play. When the cobweb is manufactured by the saliva of a spider, the spider does not become impersonal. Similarly, the creation and manifestation of the material or spiritual energy of the Lord does not render the creator not impersonal. 3.2132, a candle and its potency. This analogy found in the context of SB 321 to 32 explains in that there is no difference in the potency between the different expansion of the Lord, like the first, second, and third, and fourth note candles, all processing full candle power. Similar, the Lord's name and from pastime him, paraphernalia, and qualities are equally potent and non-different from him. So here now the discovery is that one Kardama Muni did 10,000 terms of austerity and penance. Understanding is Lord nature as the creator and controlling of the universe, the significance, marriage, and social structures of this one. when regulated according to the Vedic principle for the welfare. Application is Supreme Lord is very kind and satisfies the desires of everyone who approaches him. Whether or one has material desire, no desire, or desires liberation, one should worship the Supreme Lord like as Kardama Muni. The application on the preaching is regardless of one's desire, material enjoyment, liberation, or pure no devotion, one should worship him, the Supreme Lord, because he can fulfill all desire. The advantage of this is not even if one has material desire in Krishna or gradually lead it to the pure devotion and freedom from material hankering. So this is this one conclusion. And this chapter concludes with Kardama penance and how his devotion led to the blessings from the Lord. The Lord in turn created the material world to motivate living entities to detach from fruitive activities by realizing him. Ultimately, the chapter highlights the importance of devotional service, surrendering him to the Supreme Lord for liberation from material bondage. Anybody has any question or reflection?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Can you unshare your screen now? Yeah, let's go for 1 minute. Anyone, please go ahead, do your reflection or questions to Prabhuji, 1 or 2 at least.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, very nice presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vadikar Prabhu.
Yeah.
Any other?
Thank you, Naren Prabhu. Nice detailed presentation. So thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you very much, Narendra Prabhuji. Wonderful
Yeah.
presentation. So you got a very subjective explanation of all the chapters, sub-chapters, and slokas and all. Excellent. Keep it up.
Thank you, Prabhu.
The one, just to little bit of the timing, because we need to hurry as we are allowing 50 minutes to each presenter, so that we have some time for discussion and also time for Q&A. So let me share my screen to go through our as usual. Okay, where is this coming? Just a minute. I am having a lower internet problem. Okay, it came now. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Let's see, second one. Okay, can you see my screen?
Not yet, it's coming, Prabhu. Yeah, we can see it now.
We can see.
Okay. Can each of you read one paragraph, because we need to go through the summary?
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhu. Go ahead, Mataji.
Okay, verses 1 to 11. Maitreya is further asked by Vidura about the descendants of Swayambhuva Manu. After mentioning Priyavrata and Uttanapada, he inquired about his 3 daughters, first Devahuti, and then the others who married Ruchi and Daksha. This explained by Maitreya that how, commanded by Lord Brahma to beget children in the world, Kardama Muni practiced penance for 10,000 years and pleased the Lord. The Lord revealed his transcendental form with yellow garments, ornaments including the Kastuba jewel and mark of Srivatsa, his curly dark hair, with his 4 symbols in his 4 arms, conch, disc, club, except with a lily replacing the lotus, and his lotus feet on Garuda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Verses 12 to 34. uh, bowing down to the Lord, Kardama with folded hands admitted that less intelligent people ask for material blessings from the Lord. He then asked for a wife of like disposition. He praised the Lord for his creation, etc., being the benefactor of all. Seated on Garuna, the Lord spoke to Kardama, assuring him he already had arranged to fulfill his desire, and that persons like Kardama, who have given everything to him, never experience frustration. The Lord explained, Swayambhuva Manu and his wife will come to deliver their daughter as your wife. She is just the kind of woman that you have been looking for. She will give you 9 daughters, and my own plenary portion will appear, and I will instruct her in Sankhya. Riding on Garuna, who was vibrating the Sama Veda by his flapping wings, the Lord returned to Vaikuntha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Verses 35 to 56. Swambhu Manu approached Kardam at Bindu Sarovar and saw him to be somewhat soiled through, though invigorated from the Lord's sidelong glance, like an unpolished gem, seeing that the monarch was bowing before him. The sage greeted him with benediction and received him with due honor. He praised the emperor for embodying the protecting energy of Sri Hari and thereby saving the world from unrighteousness. Kardam asked him about the purpose of his visit and promised to carry out his order.
Thank you. I think analogy Prabhuji already mentioned. Therefore, so let's move to the questions. So 19 here. Who were the 2 great sons of Swambhuva Manu? Pad. List some of the difficulties of practicing Ashtanga yoga in this age. There are many difficulties of practicing even simple yoga, Bhakti yoga, so to speak of Ashtanga. How does a Krishna conscious person accept the form of Krishna as described in the Vedic literature? Explain the significance of the phrase like disposition when you get married, right? Similar type of disposition. And in astrology, who is considered the most fortunate man? It's very nicely explained by Prabhupada. What is the advantage of worshipping the Lord for material enjoyment? Akama, sarvakama, mokshakam, udari, tiprena bhakti vegena, jati purusham param. But still it is condemned, right? Material benefit. Why did Kardama want to enjoy material life in spite of his personal seeing and experiencing the Supreme Lord? Who can be freed from the primary necessities of the material body? In text 17 you can find. Explain how the wheel of time cannot touch devotees. This is very important part. You see the purport in 18. What does one require before he can aspire for liberation? 21 you will see. And examine how the Lord fulfills the desire of his sincere devotee. What was the Vedic system for selecting a suitable husband for a girl? You know, to find out the astrological calculation, disposition. Nowadays people are looking for a blood test, etc., etc. But nowadays nobody does anything. I like you, I like you, I love you, I love you. Marriage happens. What general principle does Prabhupada draw from the example of Kardama and devotee having their respective desires fulfilled? So this is very important to know the conclusion from our Acharya. Explain the difference between Vivinansa, Swansa, and Kala expansion. Describe the flapping wings event for his daughter, this server. Comment on this is Kardama's reception of the king and write a brief overview of this chapter. So my internet is a little bit down. So this is all for this chapter. So 22 next Sunday we'll have a break, right, Manidhar Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji. We have a break next week.
Yeah, next week we have break, and the following week, chapter 22nd, who is presenting?
Let me check, Prabhuji, quickly.
August 3rd.
Yeah, so I'm just finding out that.
In the meantime, we settled the change of Kripadita Mataji's date change, right? Unmute yourself.
So is the change confirmed? I'm supposed to be 7th and now I'm taking 28. Is that right? I said I could go for one also. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, August 3rd is the Rasvilas Prabhu presenting the next chapter. 22. And then after that, Vrindavan Vijayadas Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I missed the part. August 3rd is who?
3rd is Rasvilas Prabhu.
Okay, got
But
it.
he said like he's in India, so I don't know when he's coming back or.
Put it in the chart in the, see, these are the presenters and see,
Okay.
so that we are prepared for it. Okay.
Okay.
So thank you very much, everyone. I hope you have a rest of the week. Very nicely Krishna conscious. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. And I think the money was straight Kripa regarding $251. Yeah. Maybe check Monitor Prabhuji who has not paid, they can gel me or something.
Okay.
We'll work it out for your side payment, Mataji, okay?
I already sent. Have you got it, Prabhu?
Oh, you send by how? Which gel?
PayPal.
PayPal.
Okay,
I have not checked. I'll check. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. I'll check.
Okay.
But Narendra Prabhuji, you sent a lot of money. Looks like instead of 250, you sent 650 or something.
No, I did not pay previous also, Prabhuji.
What previous?
The
No,
it should be
250 is total, Prabhuji, not for each semester.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Unless you want to too, Prabhu.
You want to pay for us?
We just check, Prabhuji, $1 per one class. So generally one semester. So
I thought Prabhuji 251 is for the semester.
No, Prabhuji. We are not making so expensive. I wish you can do that. It's total all Bhakti Vaibhav we paid. It was earlier first, if you pay in first semester, $200 because you are like now in the. But anyway, I'll return you back, okay?
No problem.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.